Hi guys, I'm Bill Beto and welcome back to Citadel Forged with Fire, the wonderful world of Ignis. So we've been busy between episodes. I've just noticed that those roof pieces don't join up. They do there. Oh no. Anyway, we've been doing a little bit of work in between episodes. We've got our wooden workshop, got some windows so we can see out at the world around us, and we collected a bit of stone and we did a bit of building work. So as well as our wooden workshop, we have a rather larger stone construction that we've been working on. So we've got the initial parts of that was just the central box, and then we've added a couple of towers, so we'll keep on going with that. And I might build these up so that they've got a roof on them, or I might not, it depends. And we'll add another tower on each corner, but that'll mean removing the workshop. And it's an empty shell at the moment, so there's literally nothing inside it at all. So no decoration, no windows. But I ran out of stone. I spent a lot of time collecting stone, even on a 3x multiplier server. So each of the tower rooms is identical, but we'll decorate those out. When we can make beds, we might turn those into bedrooms. We need to unlock a few more decoration packs for that, or we might put a farm plots in them. Farm plots don't take up a lot of space, but we could probably only have one farm plot per room. That's the ground floor with the workshop there, and I'll put a connecting door through to there. I'm probably not going to build the next two towers for quite some time because I have done a lot of collecting of stone and a lot of building. So there we go. So I have just leveled up to level 30. And I can make a new staff, or at least I should be able to make a new staff. So we've got some gold. We may be able to set some more gold off, I don't know. Yep, we can make a little bit more gold. So the next level of weapon is the valance, and that takes wood, rune crystal, gold and precious stone. So I'm going to ideally want 2 or 3 decent valances. So I probably need to try and make about 10 of them, I should think. Pop a couple of things in the deconstructor because we'll get bones out of that. That's handy. Can deconstruct those, and that might be more or less it at the moment. Yeah. Let's see what we got in loot. Oh, no bones. 8 fur pelts though. That's not bad. Actually, whilst I'm thinking about it, we're really short on leather, so we'll turn fur pelts into hide, and then we'll turn, once that's done, we'll turn hide into leather on the tailoring bench. Right, what else do we need for the weapons? Got plenty of precious stone, as much gold as we can get, rune crystal and wood. I don't think I've got vast quantities of wood, but that's enough. And rune crystal, there we go. We'll have that gold as well. Now I was looking at the farming requirements. I've managed to collect 57 bones, 60 if you include those, but I'm using those for a quest. 57 bones, so 60 bones altogether. I'm level 30, and I haven't used any bones for anything or thrown any bones away. So I'm collecting bones at a rate of about 2 per level, so that's not amazing. So how many valances can I make? 8. What's the limiting factor there, the gold? Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, let's make 8 and see what we come up with. Now, can I make the reinforced boots? See, they're 12 leather. But before I make those, what do I need for a saddle? Because taming is going to be a thing in the not too distant future. Requires a workbench, yeah, fair enough. 20 leather. Well, the cloth, and that's no problem. So what I'll do is I'll make a saddle, even though I'm not going to use it at the moment. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I might be able to use it quite soon, actually. Yeah. So I need iron ingots and leather. Leather. I'm not short of iron ingots. And was it cloth? We might have needed some cloth. I can't remember. Yeah, so we've got all the ingredients. We just need to wait for the workbench to be free. So that's going to take a little while. So whilst we're waiting for that, how close are we to our weight limit? We're not close at all. So let's go and kill some skeletons. Although the skeletons are dropping a rather disappointing level of bone. There's a little camp of skeletons just up here. So what I'm hoping is we'll get a couple of decent valance staves. Oh god, that scared the life out of me. And I'm on the wrong staff. Sheesh. Bad doggy. Wasn't paying any attention at all. I'm now massively overpowered for this level. But I'm pretty sure you don't get... If you kill a level 1 wolf, or you kill a level 30 wolf, I'm pretty sure you don't get any better loot from the level 30 wolf. And since it's loot that I'm after at the moment... it makes more sense to kill the low level stuff. Oh, bones, awesome. So this quest I've got that requires 8 bones. It's a bit of a trade-off. One of the things I'll get as a quest reward is 20 leather. So it's kind of trading off bones for leather when I really need both. Nothing desperately exciting in there. Oh. Yeah, that glowing orb is of... Oh, another bone. Is of limited usefulness. So then once I've got the staffs, the other thing I want to do is go and... the Valance staffs, is go and get fire essences. And I'm sure there's a place far to the southeast on an island where you can get the fire essences. I'm level 30 now, so I should be able to survive the mobs on that area. But I'll have to find the place first. It's a skeleton. Now the skeletons wandering around in the wild seem to drop more bones, he says, tempting fate. 2 bones, oh well. So we've completed that quest. So we'll go and see how the staves are getting on in the workbench. And if they're done, we'll go and hand in that quest. They're still going because that was what that burst of XP was. So there's a deer, an elk over there. Wow, this spell is so wild. Oh, I've got some more hide. So the furs you can turn to hide, the hide you can turn to leather. So it's all useful for crafting. We'll head back to the workshop. Okay. Oh wow, we're still going. And got a long way to go as well. Right, okay. Let's add damage. Okay. Oh, I've picked up loads of points, so I'll have another couple in carrying capacity. And the rest on damage. Because damage is so important in this game. Right, what I was going to do was turn the hide, no, turn the fur pelts into hide, and then on the tailoring bench turn the hide into leather. So there we go. Let's set that off. So got some ways to go. So we'll go and hand in that quest. Because actually, although the quest gives us a long way away, it's just by fast travel locations. It's not. Go. So this is the slowest broomstick, but it's also the one that uses minimal mana. So let's land and fast travel. Yep, I want to fast travel there. The fast travel does make life so convenient. particularly when the quest giver is actually at a fast travel location. There you go, much as it pains me. So yeah, I got some rune crystals, some health vials, but it's the leather that's the big thing. Bit miffed at having to hand over my bones, but at the moment I'm still running around in very low level boots, but that's because the high level boots require quite a lot of leather. Well, I say high level. Level 22. Oops. Helps if you actually press the fly button. The wonderful F. F for fly. It's very well organised. Let's put a bit of a burst of speed on. Whee. Gets very dark at night times now then. We've got the leather. Loot. So, aha, the bench is finished. Let's have a look. Ooh. We've got at least 3 decent ones, so let's loot all. But the next thing is actually, whilst I'm thinking about it, set that off to make a saddle. Now, where does the saddle go? There. So we'll craft 1 saddle, and then we'll craft some boots, and we'll craft 4. Why not? Okay. And we'll put some resources back in here that I don't need. What else? We've got lots of iron on us. Precious stone. Leather. Even more precious leather. Got lots of cloth. Oh, quite a bit of fairy dust as well. We're picking up a bit of fairy dust, that's handy. Because you use that in quite a few crafting recipes. Got 1 more bones. So the farming's really expensive. It takes 8 mulch per farm plot. You need 8 farm plots for a full set, and each mulch requires 1 bone. So I need 64 bones to make 1 set of farm plots. Ouch. Ouch. That is expensive. Right, let's look at our staves. So I'm guessing these aren't going to be fabulous. Wow, that's 204 damage though. So even the basic ones plus 143 damage. I'm not on my best staff. Hang on. Right, let's compare with the best. But even so, it's still nearly 70 damage more. So that's more mana, more health. There's no critical bonus on that one. And no additional damage. But still. What's this one? It's not got a lot of stuff on it, has it? So that's the only epic one we produced. Those 2 are just rare. Okay. So let's not mess around. Let's deconstruct the the lesser ones, because we'll get some of the resources back. Not many. It doesn't give you anything like these numbers back, but we'll do that. See, we've got a little bit of stuff back. Okay, let's drop that wood off in the chest I've got wood and stone in. Add some stone to it. Put the food stuffs in here. And the seeds. Eggs. Flour, salt, poultry. Yeah. Oh, and a phoenix egg. Awesome. I'm just trying to take my weight down. I think we'll put the raw ingredients in here. We need a load of yellow pine for mulch as well, so we're kind of building up the bones and the yellow pine to use for mulch. Oh, it's Direwolf come to say hello. He's going to regret that. That was one dumb doggy. He didn't even get a chance to run away. Right, let's have a look at what boots we've got. Rare, okay. So, even the basic ones give us more. Oh man, that's the same critical chance. Better movement speed. And it improves my mana, but I'll lose health. But, meh. We'll go with that. Yeah. And then we'll deconstruct the rest of the armour. Well, we're getting leather back from that. That's interesting. Six. Huh. But we'll drop that off. Now then. We've got a few points. I could unlock the next set of cloth armour, but I'm already level 30, and what I'm thinking is I'll just wait for the next armour for level 40 and carry on with this tree here. Because I don't want to be unlocking all of these, because that'll just use up all my points. I've unlocked Hobart's growth solution. I could unlock the next broomstick, but 6 points is a lot. I've unlocked all the stone, and I can't unlock marble until level 40. That's going to be 4 points per, which is quite tough. So I need a mana generator. Let's unlock the respawn stone. Oh, storage cabinets, 4 points. So I'll keep those 3 points, because those storage cabinets look much better in the stone buildings than these little chests. So I'd rather have the storage cabinets than the little storage chests. So yeah, we'll keep those 3 points. Right. We have a saddle. Awesome. Right. What we'll need to do first, take that off, take that off. Pop the epic in there. Spare in there. And that in there. Right, okay. So this is my epic one, isn't it? It is. So we'll stick with the arcane spell. We'll stick with projectile. We'll choose a slot and we'll craft the spell. Yeah, last episode I don't know why I couldn't get that going, because it's dead easy. And again we'll have in this one we'll have the utility, Nature's Essence, craft spell, because that means my weapon with the best damage will have the best extraction as well. So that's cool. So we'll be able to collect resources even faster. Let's change to the next weapon. Now then, what I want on this one is the fire bomb, the fire grenades, and I don't have any fire essences, so I can't make that yet. What do I usually couple the fire bombs with? Oh, I usually couple it with self-heal. Yeah. So let's go and do that. Let's do this one. Light. Self. So that's the self-heal. Cool. Now then, what we'll want is the ranged healing and pacify on the other staff. So let's change to that staff. Go back into the spells. On this one we'll put pacify, which is a light spell and its utility. So then we ought to be able to pacify animals. And in this one we'll put a spell that ought to be healing, ranged healing. Yeah. So it's not an amazingly efficient healing spell for range, but it's better than nothing. So then on this staff we've got Arcane Blast and Extraction. On the next spell we'll have the Fire Grenade and Self-Heal, and on the other crafts, on the other staff we will have Pacify and Heal for animals or party members, one or the other. Cool. So I need fire essences. Now I think fire essences are on an island down here somewhere. Do I have that fast travel? You know, I'm not sure I've picked that up. I have got Grimstone Spire, I'm sure I've got that. Well, let's see, because either way that's going to be faster than walking the whole way. I did close the door. Which is cool. So I really like my bouncy grenade spell. It's one of my favourite things. it'll still be worth crafting more of these staves to see if I can get another epic or two, because they'll just do more damage. Right, E, fast travel. Have I got that one? Yeah, awesome. It is so worth doing that, getting the fast travel points. Right. I love that you can do a running jump and equip your broom and go flying. It's awesome. That's sort of like a henge out at sea. It's really weird, isn't it? Why would you build a henge out to sea? Bizarre. So I think I probably need... I'm kind of going off memory, which is a really tricky thing with me. But I'm fairly sure it's south and east I need to go for the fire essences. So generally, the further away you travel from the starting zones, the more difficult the areas become. So this is 13, whatever it was. I wasn't paying attention. It pops up at the top of the screen telling you what levels you can come across. So you do need to keep your eyes peeled, because you can be going from an area where you're essentially invulnerable. You could almost just stand there and let the mobs attack you. And you step across a line, an invisible line, and suddenly you're in areas where everything can kill you. So you do need to just keep your eyes peeled when that happens. I don't think this is the island with the fire essences on, because I don't recognise this bit. I'm just picking up some salt as I go, because it's always handy to have some. Let's see how long it takes to take down a tree with a staff. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Awesome. Yeah. So it's just so much faster with a good high level stuff. Well, it's not high level, but it's higher level than I've had. It might be down here. It might be. Or it might be down here. We'll just keep going. Well, it's definitely on a coast, and I'm fairly sure it's a west-facing coast. Sometimes flying is the way to go. But it's a large, flat, open area I'm looking for. There's a bunny rabbit. Run away, buddy. Not that I could hit you if I tried. I don't really want to chew through my mana if I can help it. I might make myself the next level of mana ring. I might research that at some point, because those mana rings just save you so much in food and potions. That area over there doesn't look amazingly promising. But we kind of need to uncover the map anyway, so it won't hurt to have a look-see. You can see this just chews through the mana, the broomstick flying. Oh, there's a pixie, sprite, whatever. What level's that? 20. I should be able to take that. I'm level 31. Stand still when I'm shooting you. So yeah, even though she was 10 levels below me, she took 100 health. Yeah. Fairy dust. Aha, there it is. There it is. You can see the heat haze already in the distance. And that guy's level 29. Let's have a bash at him. Whoa. We do want to kind of avoid his attacks if we can, because he's doing some real damage. Whew. Yeah, not really worth the hassle. So yeah, you can see the heat haze over there. Let's not mess around. There. I'm not here for that, so we'll not worry us. Oh, there's a pixie hiding there. Sprite, they're called sprites. Now then, let's heal ourselves a bit. It is handy having a healing spell, but that really chews through your mana. So that's why it's good to have the mana ring as high up as possible, because with a healing spell, it just uses so much of the mana. Fiery essence. We'll get a few of these because it's a bit of a trip out here to pick them. And at this time of day, there's probably nobody else on the server, or virtually nobody else on the server. So I'm not using up a resource that people will have to then wait for it to respawn. If there was lots of people playing, I would leave some of these so that people wouldn't make the trip out here and then be stuck. Now we should be able to have to be on the right staff. This one. We should be able to area of effect. And this is what the grenade does. Well, that was a bit disappointing. But that's great in an encampment of enemies. That's just great fun. Since we're out here, we might as well... There's an enemy camp up there. Let's go see. I'll just be a little bit careful, because this is potentially a much higher level area than I have been operating in. And we don't want to do something silly if we can help it. So we'll just see what level these guys are before we go storming in. 28. Oh, and there's 2 Forest Guardians together. Wow. Ouch. Ooh. That was a bit tougher than I wanted. So that is absolutely chewing through my mana. But this spell doesn't use lots of mana. Whew, we got them. So yeah, they're definitely more challenging. 1 leather, you see, level 28. I was getting more loot than that from the orcs near the Palisading Light fast travel, who are level 6 or 7. So there's really nothing to be gained by taking on the high level mobs apart from XP. Oh wow, they're respawning already. Holy moly. Right, the difficulty I had with those 3, I don't think I'm going to take on those Forest Guardians. I think I'll get whooped if I do that. So that's a level 9 elk. And exactly the same kind of loot you get from a level 1. Meh. Right. Now let's see, we might let's head up north and uncover a bit more of the map. Have to be a little bit careful flying because I haven't got a lot of mana back yet after that fight. It's slowly ticking up, but if I keep flying it'll go down again. Sometimes on these higher elevation areas there's precious stone to mine, but not up here at the moment. That's a big fella. I could kill him, but it would use up so much mana doing it that I don't think it's worth doing. It's kind of good idea to have a plan and stick to it. So when I'm exploring, let's explore. So some of these would make quite a nice sort of islandy base, wouldn't they? But too far from a fast travel point for me. I like to be able to get home with alacrity when I want to. There's a birdie up there. trying to avoid flying if I can, because I'll end up with no mana. Oh, actually hit it. Oh. Poultry is quite good for tame times. I'll pick up some extra salt whilst we're here, because it's an hour per piece of poultry for tame time, as long as you don't cook it. For tame times, usually raw meat is better than cooked meat. Right, let's head north and uncover a wee bit more of the map. You can swim, but it's pretty slow, so I'm going as fast as I can on this broom. If I take my finger off the accelerator, that's what we do. So that looks like a cave, so we might have a bit wander in there, see what level guys are. Now at the moment the respawns are set to be really high. I mean really fast, not high level, really fast respawns. So sometimes you can be, you've cleared out an area and you turn around and they've respawned behind you. We'll just see what the levels are in this cave. Nope. Sometimes there are chests hidden away in corners. So whenever you come into a cave, it's worth having a look. And sometimes there are just random chests in the world that kind of pop up. So it's worth exploring every corner. And you can never have too much rune crystal. Because you use it for loads of things. Levels 15 to 20, so we should be alright in here. Even if things respawn incredibly rapidly. Or indeed spawn at all. Always a bit nervous when the entrance to a place is that easy. Tally-ho! Aha! Oh, an unguarded chest. Oh, well, we can deconstruct those. Can we jump that? Oops, no we can't. Come on, get out. Ouch, that was unpleasant. We'll use a food rather than using our... What are we getting from there? Frozen essence. Has something broken? Looks like the durability is okay on stuff, so... What's that one? Nature's Essence. The trouble with being colourblind is some of these essences look very, very similar to me. So there's a pixie over there, or sprite, or whatever they're called. So let's nip in there and go toe to toe with the fairy. Pixie, sprite, whatever. Sprite. 3 fairy dust. That was worth doing. Oh, God. That scared the life out of me. And loads of precious stone to mine. Which I know isn't very exciting, but it's kind of an essential part of the game. I'm thinking the next level of armour may well require iron gold or blue gold. Anyway, I think it requires precious stone. No, not precious stone. It requires a combination of iron ore and gold ore. So I'll need quite a bit of gold ore. You can find boulders that are pure gold, usually in river deltas, so as the river gets near to the sea, you can quite often find little groupings of gold boulders. Not sure what that squelchy noise is. Come on, pick up that stone. There we go. Oh, fairies respawned. And that's kind of why it's good to have a combat spell on your extraction staff, so that if you're in the middle of extracting something and something respawns, you can wipe it out. So this cave is Grimstone Spire, wasn't it? This is quite a good place for ore and fairy dust, because there's fairies in another location in this cavern as well. And then it leads through to another area. And wow, have we been going for that long? Good grief. Time flies when you're having fun. I think I'll just leave those 2 boulders and we'll carry on into the cave for the last few minutes of this episode. Now I'm not trusting my jumping abilities at the moment, so we'll just... now then, can I bounce that around there? And into the fairies I can. Pixies! I knew there was 2 of them hiding around this corner waiting for me. But that's extra fairy dust, which is awesome, because you need loads of fairy dust. And a chest. Journeyman fur tunic. Yeah. Right, let's head out of the cave this way. So I'm fairly sure this is a different way to where we came in. Just checking the corners for chests, because you never know. Or have I doubled back on myself? Oh, you know what? I think I've doubled back on myself. Ah, right. I was thinking that downward level looked familiar. Might as well pick stuff up as we're running. Oh. Let's fly through the cave, because that's faster. Yeah, so we collected essences around about there. There's another fairy over there. Oh, dead. And another chest. Milk, leather, and journeyman enchanted staff. So I will come back for those. Let's carry on out of the cave. Yeah, so this is a level exit, so this is a different one. And that brings us out in a whole other level area that we haven't really explored yet. So since we've been going for an hour, we will stop the recording there and we'll pick it up next time. So we'll see you guys then. Bye for now.